Real simple stuff. The other stuff is when you're starting in here like this. Now, take a break, not a break, but just a moment to tell you, when you're going for the throat, if you can act like you're putting your hand around the pistol grip of a gun and you're going to shoot that gun, that's the way that you want to hit that throat. So if we're in here like this, and he starts his approach, I'm going to go straight in here like this. I'm going to grab him and trach him. You're going to put your fingers and close them around the back of his windpipe. That fight's over. Okay, plus you're going to, initial setup's going to be pretty hard. Same thing, you sit in here like this when they start their approach, you shoot inside and go straight into their eyes, or you can come in here and hit the sides of their jaws, rip and tear their ears, go into the eyes with your thumbs, or up in through the nose or through the ears. All these are very effective techniques. When the guy starts, he speeds up, he's rushing, he's coming at me. When you get in here to this neck, you're good to go. You get into these eyes, you're good to go. And ain't nobody gonna hurt you anymore. Now.
Hey, it's Jimbo here with your next tip. This one's about home invasion. It used to be that burglars would wait until you were gone before breaking into your home. Not anymore. Home invasions are becoming more common because, frankly, the bad guys actually want you to be home, to get your debit card and PIN number, or to find out exactly where you've hidden your cash, or to get the combination to your safe. Thing is, this is a life and death situation for you and your family. You and your family may not survive it, even if you give these goons exactly what they want. In that kind of a scenario, using lethal force to protect yourself and your loved ones is justified. Problem is, what if you're taken by surprise? You may not be able to get to a weapon in time, which is why it's important for you to know how to use your bare hands as lethal weapons. And that's exactly what I've got for you, a series of lethal techniques that can end a deadly threat in seconds using nothing but your bare hands. I've got some U.S. Special Forces to show you their secrets, their extremely ruthless and grisly moves. Pretty shocking stuff, really. I would show them to you right now, but I can't. They're considered to be too violent and deadly for this platform. I've already been warned a couple of times, so showing this on my channel would get me shut down for sure. But you can get them for free just by clicking on the link in the description. Okay, let's move on to our next tip.
Hey crew, Mark Hatmaker here. Assisting me today is Chris Headhunter Osborne. This will be appropriate because this is a move that he loves to do. I would have him demonstrate it, but I'm older and I get to do what I want. This is a stockade guillotine, can be used, street. You could actually apply this in sportive aspect if you get an upright in an octagon cage. That's fine, but primarily we're looking at it from old school frontier combat aspect where it comes from. A stockade guillotine is basically running a standard guillotine that you would think now, but without ever having to go to the ground, and there's no lifting on it whatsoever. That way it doesn't matter if you've got someone who's taller than you and the lifting really goes nowhere, and a little lifting is not the way we go. Because we're old school wrestlers more than we are jiu-jitsu folk around here, and we know the lifting means we got to. There's ways to do it clearly, but there's also lots of wonderful ways to counter that out. Make sure we're all on the same page about a standard guillotine. If I borrow his head here for just a moment, I'm going to have this hand wrap a throat cutter grip. This thumb pointing up, protrudes all the way the other side. I reach through and I grab not my hand, I grab my wrist, and then I would lift up, and there's that bit of a tap. Now, he was being kind with it. He's a strong man. Probably he's a little taller than me as well. If I really pulled hard, he's going to start running through all the counters that he knows to do. So I've got my height discrepancy against me. He's got his counters available to me. I've got a better shot if I jump, pull guard, hit the ground. That way I can control his waist with my legs and get some cervical separation there. But in a street aspect, I don't want to go to the ground, right? Or in a bar, there's glass, there's whatever, there's new mass attack going on. I don't want to go to the ground. I may not care if we're just going on this nice soft mat that we're working on right now. But if I'm thinking about how I train is how I fight, yeah, I don't want to do that. So let's say I wind, let alone the fact that we don't really guillotine this way. We kind of run it off in a chancery position so we don't have any kind of head protrusion. When a head's popped out on the outside of our arms, it's opening him up to more counters. I'm going to reduce those counters, but that's a subject for another day. But to stockade guillotine, I can change that height differential, get it back into my favor, and not go to the ground. The difference here is whenever I hit, I got to be aware of my surroundings here. Whenever I've got the guillotine, instead of me lifting whatsoever, I go low and I run him into the wall, and now I guillotine from here. You okay? Yeah. So my job is to use The upright of the wall, the bar, the parked car is the ground. So my job is to hit that guillotine, and I actually dip my hips low. There's no lift whatsoever, so it's counterintuitive. Standard guillotine, we know that I'm not really pulling this time. I'm gonna go up with everything. This guillotine, I go low, run it back. As soon as he hits, that's the ham slam. He puts his hands against the wall, and I don't lift from here. It's me going into it. So with Invisible Headhunter right here, even whenever I get to here, I don't lift. I hit him against the wall, and I just keep driving forward this way. This crunches him in. So the wall acts as doing the exact same job my legs would have done if I jumped and pulled guard, and I never even had to jump and pull guard.
In extremely tight quarters, it's very easy to be put into a corner and immobilized. Once you're locked in that corner, your options become a little more limited. And unless your assailant's looking for a date, he's probably going to try a few little presents on you, like headbutts and knees, or he might even just try to choke you out. This is where your close quarters arsenal is going to come in handy. Your arsenal consists of headbutts, elbow strikes, knees, and open palm strike. Let's go ahead and show that last technique again. Once you're cornered, open palm strike to distract your opponent. Next, you want to trap, trapping that hand into your shoulder. You want to reach your thumb into the bend of his elbow, pushing the elbow out. Now, if he tries to strong arm you, that's all right. You're still going to get it out by leverage. You're going to slip under. At this point, wrapping your arm around, pull it up behind him, grabbing the thumb. He's not going to get out from this position. Go ahead. From there, take control of your opponent.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.